It's not an easy thing to do, but it takes practice, it takes time, and it takes a certain level of skill. I had an investigator that he had 5 different claimants, and he lost them all. So I called him in the office, and I was talking to him, and he was a young guy, and I said, George, I'm not going to use his real name. I said, George, so what do you think it is? You know what I'm saying? Because you lost everybody. You lost everybody for the last 2 weeks. And he said, so it's even. So I just, on the table, I had 5 folders. And I had him open the 5 folders. And I said, George, just write down a little bit something about everybody in that folder. Wrote down a little bit something about everybody in the folder. And I moved the folders out the way. It's like a little post-it note. I said, so George, tell me what those people have in common. They had nothing in common. Only thing was, they all lived in a particular city. I said, here's a 58-year-old woman, here's a 21-year-old man, here's a 30-year-old man, here's a 40-year-old man. All different nationalities, all different vehicles. I said, George, at the end of the day, it's you. You know what I'm saying? So you need to work on that skill. So that's one of the things you want to look at. But it's definitely, like I said, it's not an easy job, and I wasn't trying to be difficult with him, but I was trying to get him to understand, each one of these people drive different. One of the biggest things that you deal with sometimes, which is crazy to me, is people who drive slow. A slow driver person is the worst to me when it comes to civilians, because you're trying to stay with them. Right. And it's slowing down. And the speed limit is 45, he's doing 35. Now you doing 34. But everything you're doing is mirroring what he's doing, which is only going to alert him. Right. So in some situations, you got to go ahead and drive ahead. Drive ahead, look in your rear view mirror, as long as you can see them in your rear view mirror. Also, like I said about the directions, are we headed home? Right. Because see, I can drive ahead to a gas station up there and wait for you to pass me. Give you about 5 or 10 minutes, and I come out again. And now I'm back behind you. So, but a slow driving person is difficult also in mobile surveillance if you're working a case with an appointment. That individual may live 35, 40 minutes from that appointment. And if he's in a small town, let's say Columbia, Tennessee, it may be a 2-lane road to that appointment.